So I pop into the home gym the day after scrapping the upper body part of the session, where the sprinting kind of gave me discomfort in my elbows. I don't know. And I find out that the main part is actually cordoned off because there was a damage to the floor, and now they have just removed all the padding, so all the weights, all the dumbbells are not accessible. And there's only a couple of sets laying around, so I do not really want to start moving the cordons, the barriers, so I just pick those weights up and do a few sets just to get something done. High reps on incline bench press, some handstands, and some single leg squats. Coming back from work, the sitting has not really done anything good for my piriformis, which is extremely tight, and even sitting at an angle here was kind of giving me an uncomfortable sensation. It wasn't pleasant to get these exercises in. So maybe a blessing in disguise that the gym isn't working properly at this time, but I am not really convinced that they're gonna fix this anytime soon, so this poses a problem for the upcoming sessions. What ended up happening was just a couple of sets for each exercise. Even here, when I'm leaving the handstand position, I feel pain in the hip, so it wasn't great. I went back home and did a couple of mobilizing exercises, some light stretching to get my body in a position where it doesn't feel pain, or at least I'm teetering the edge of it and kind of trying to get the hip to recognize that it's not a dangerous position to be in. And this is something that I'm doing daily at the moment. I feel like this week that's coming up in training that I'm trying to catch up with has been probably the worst in terms of pain. The single leg squats were not giving me as much discomfort as sitting is. It's probably because there is some compression to a muscle that is already stretched by being in a sitting stance, so where the hip is flexed and there is a bit more of stretching on that little part of the muscle. So I am not really sure how to fix this at the moment. I think that the stuff that I'm doing right now is kind of helping, but there were instances where the pain was shooting down all the way to my knee. I know that sciatic pain is something that can be associated with piriformis tightness, and overall, I'm not sure it's weakness. I don't believe that my piriformis is weak. I would understand if I was untrained. I guess that relative weakness could be a factor also, but I don't really feel like my left piriformis should be any weaker than the right one. So I believe it's a tightness problem, and something that if I included a bit more stretching, I should be able to alleviate. Let's see. Ciao.